Now the first step is to restart Steam. So go to Steam, hit exit, and then relaunch Steam and then launch the game. If that does not work, restart your computer once, and after the system restart, launch the game. Next step is to delete this MSSpatial.dll file. Now for this, make a right click on the game, select manage. Now click on browse local files. Over here, find the file which says MSSpatial.dll. Create a backup first. So copy this file, maybe paste to the desktop. Once you have a backup over here, now you can delete it or you can rename it. So either you can rename it or you can simply delete it and then launch the game. You already have a backup, so if you face any problem, you can always put the file back. So still not working. The next step is to end Nahimic Service in Services and Task Manager. So go type in Services in Windows search box and then click on Services. Now over here, if you have Nahimic Services running, so find this service in the list. In my case, I don't have it running right now. So if you find Nahimic, this is just an example. If you see Nahimic over here, make a right click and then you can click on end task, or you can just, make a right click and you can disable it. Disable it, and then first of all, if stop is highlighted, you have to stop the service. So I'm showing you a different service. So you have to do it with Nahimic Service only. So you have to make a right click and then if you see the stop option highlighted, stop it. So click on stop and then you can disable it and then you can hit apply, click on OK and then launch the game. This has worked for many players, so it might work for you. So if you find Nahimic Services, you have to stop the service, then you have to disable it and then launch the game. Now similarly, if you see this service in Task Manager, so make a right click and then go to Task Manager. If you find Nahimic Services under the Process tab anywhere, if you find it, just make a right click and then you can delete it, end the task. So you can find it. So here you can see in my case it's running now. So if you find anything that says Nahimic, make a right click and then click on end task and then you can launch the game. Next step is to delete the config file. To delete the config file, go to the game installation folder, but let me inform you, all saved settings will be lost. Now for this, make a right click on the game, select manage, click on browse local files, and over here find the config file. So here you can see this config file. So create a backup if you want to create a backup. Once you have a backup, now you can delete this file. Now once deleted, now you can launch the game and then check. Still not working. The next step is to, if you're using any program like this program, I'm not able to pronounce it, but if you're using this program or any similar program, then you can close these programs or you can uninstall it, restart your computer and then launch the game. Next step is to reinstall Steam. Now before you reinstall Steam, let me inform you, uninstalling Steam will uninstall all the installed game and user data content. So just if you agree only, then you can do it. Otherwise you can skip to the next step. To reinstall Steam, you can first of all uninstall Steam, make a right click and then you can click on uninstall, and then over here you can search for Steam and then you can click on uninstall and then again click on uninstall. But as I told you, uninstalling Steam will uninstall all the installed games and user data content. So you have to reinstall Steam, you have to reinstall all the games. So only if you agree you can do this, and this has worked for many players, so it might work for you. So after you uninstall it, now you can go to Steam website and then install it again. So you can go to Steam website and then click on install Steam, and then you have to install the latest version of click on install Steam. Then after you install it, log in to your account and then reinstall the game and then launch. Next step is to run the game as an administrator, run the game from the game installation folder. So instead of launching the game from here, you can make a right click, manage, browse local files, and go to the game installation folder, make a double click on this RE8 exe file and then launch the game from here. If that does not work, make a right click, go to properties and go to this tab, put a check on the box which says run this program as an administrator, hit apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game and then check. If that does not work, you can even put a check over here, select Windows 8, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game. Still not working. This time you can select Windows 7, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game and then check. Still not working. Put a check on disable full screen optimization, hit apply, click on OK and then you can launch the game. Now when you put a check on all these boxes, still not working, then in that case you can uncheck these boxes and then hit apply, click on OK and then follow the next step. Now the next step is to allow the game exe file to antivirus program. So if you have any third-party antivirus like Avast, Norton, Bitdefender, McAfee, whichever antivirus program you have, allow the game exe file to antivirus program. Now if you're using Windows security, then open Windows settings, go to privacy and security and then go to Windows security and then click on virus and threat protection. Scroll down, at the bottom you will see manage ransomware protection. So scroll down and then click on manage ransomware protection, click on allow an app through control folder access, click on yes to allow, then click on add an allowed app, browse all apps and then go to the game installation folder, open the game folder, find Resident Evil Village, select the exe file and then click on open. Now type in control panel in Windows search box and then go to control panel, system and security, Windows Defender Firewall. Click on allow an app or feature through Windows Defender Firewall. Click on change settings. Click on allow another app. Click on browse and then go to the game installation folder. Open the game folder. Select the game exe file. Click on open and then click on add. In my case, the game is already added. So once the game is added over here, now you can launch the game and then check. Now still not working. The next step is to perform a clean installation of your graphics card driver. So if you have NVIDIA card, go to NVIDIA website. If you have AMD card, go to AMD website. I'm showing for NVIDIA. So to perform a clean installation, go to NVIDIA website and then select your graphic card from the list. Make sure that you select your graphic card and then select the right operating system. So if you have Windows 11, select Windows 11. If you have Windows 10, select Windows 10 and then click on find. And once you click on find, you will see this page. Now here you will find the latest GeForce Game Ready driver. Now click on view and then once you click on view, you will see the download option. Click on download and let the download complete. Now once the download is complete, run the exe file. Now once you run the exe file, you will see this screen. Click on agree and continue and then select custom option over here. By default Express would be selected. Select custom and then click on next and then you will see this screen. Now put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation. Make sure you put a check on perform a clean installation and then click on next and let the installation complete. Once the installation is complete, restart your computer and after the system restart, launch the game. Now the next step is to run the game on dedicated graphic card. Now for this, type in graphics settings in Windows search box and then click on graphics settings over here and then click on add desktop app and then go to the game installation folder. So in my case, this is the location. Go to the game installation folder, select the game exe file, click on add. Once the game is added over here, find the game in the list. Once you find the game, click on the game. Over here, select high performance and then you can launch the game and then check. Still not working. The next step is to roll back graphics card driver. Now this has worked for many players, so it might work for you. So I'll show you for NVIDIA. So go to NVIDIA website and then open NVIDIA website and then select your graphic card. Make sure that you select your graphic card over here, select your operating system and then click on find. Now on this page, click on view more version and for many players this version has worked, that is 576.28. this one, GeForce Game Ready driver 576.28. you can click on view and then you can click on download and when you install it, make sure that you select custom option and then put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation and then restart is a must. Restart your computer and then launch the game. If that does not work for many players, this version has also worked. GeForce Game Ready Driver 566.36. You can even try this and go for clean installation and then restart your computer and then launch the game. Next step is to verify the game file. This is important. So make a right click on the game, select properties, go to install files tab and then click on verify integrity of game files. Once the verification is 100% complete, launch the game and then check. If that does not work, try DX11 or DX12 in the launch option. Make a right click on the game, select properties. In the launch option, type in -DX11. Now you can launch the game and then check. If that does not work, you can even try -DX12, launch the game and then check. Still not working, you can remove this, empty it, and then follow the next step. Now the next step is to update Windows to the latest version. For this, open Windows settings, go to Windows Update or Update and Security, and then click on check for update. And then once all the updates are installed, restart your computer and then launch the game. Next step is to install Visual C++ file. For this, copy this link. The link is provided in the video description. Open this link in a browser. Now it will take you to Microsoft website. On this website, you will see Visual Studio files. Download this x86 and x64 version. So download both the file, click on it, and then you can run this exe file. Now if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install button, hit install. Download this x64 file as well. Again, if you see the repair option, run this exe file. If you see the repair, click on repair. If you see the install button, hit install, click on yes to allow, and let the installation complete. Make sure both the files are installed. Once installed, you have to restart your computer, and after the system restart, launch the game and then check. Still not working. The next step is to increase the virtual memory. So to increase the virtual memory, type in View Advanced System Settings in Windows search box, and then click on View Advanced System Settings, and then click on the first settings, and then go to Advanced tab, and then click on Change over here, and then select the drive. So uncheck the box which says automatically manage paging file size for all drives. Uncheck this box and select the drive where the game is installed. So select the drive, and then once you select the right drive, now put a check on custom size, and for initial size it's 1.5 into total RAM. So you can check the total RAM in Windows settings. You can go to system and then go to about, and total RAM in my case is 16 GB. So you can calculate accordingly. In my case it's 16 GB, so I will calculate as per 16 GB. So, and first of all we have to convert 16 GB into megabyte. So we will open calculator. So type in calculator in run box and then click on OK, and over here it's 1.5 into total RAM. Total RAM in my case it's 16 GB. So 16 into 1024 is actually 1 GB is equal to 1024 megabyte. So 16 GB in megabyte will be 16384 into 1.5 into total RAM. This is my total RAM in megabyte. Now 1.5 into total RAM, that is into 1.5. So in my case initial size is 24576, and maximum size is 3 into total RAM. Now total RAM in my case, that is 16 GB. I have 16 GB of RAM. So 16 into 1024, I have converted this in megabyte. Now that is 3 into total RAM. So total RAM is this much into 3, that is 49152. 49152. Now click on set over here, then click on OK, apply, OK. Now restart computer. Make sure that you restart your computer after this. Now the next step is to do not overclock. If you have overclocked your computer, set it to default. Close all the overclocking application, like if you have MSI Afterburner, Riva Tuner, or any kind of overclocking application running, close it. Also disable Steam overlay. Now for this, you can go to Steam, make a right click on the game, select properties, and turn off the option which says enable the Steam overlay while in game, and then check. If you have any other overlay application running, like Discord running, you can go to Discord settings, turn off overlay. If you're using NVIDIA app, go to NVIDIA app settings and turn off NVIDIA overlay, or close all the overlay application and then launch the game. Next step is to unplug all the external devices from the computer. So if you're any external devices which you're not using, if you have OTAs, wheel, pedals, any kind of USB adapter connected, disconnected, disconnect extra controller. So if you have any extra controller connected, disconnected, disconnect multiple monitor, try launching the game on single monitor. If you have any third-party services or application running, close it. Also, if you have undervolted your computer, remove the undervolt and then launch the game. Next step is to update the BIOS. Now this has worked for many players, so it might work for you. Do not ignore this step. If your BIOS is not up to date, you can update your BIOS. So go to your system manufacturer website, select your model number, and then find the latest BIOS and then update the BIOS. In case of laptop, when you update the BIOS, make sure battery on your computer is more than 10% and the AC adapter is connected to the computer. During the BIOS update, your system will restart. Do not unplug the power cable when it's updating the system BIOS. After the BIOS update, log into the computer and then launch the game. Next step is to uninstall and reinstall the game to different drives. So if nothing is working, you can just uninstall the game. After you uninstall it, go to the game installation folder, delete the game folder, and then restart your computer and then install the game to C drive. So if the game is installed to different drive like D drive or E drive or any external drive, try to install the game to C drive and then check. If the game is already installed to C drive, then install the game to another SSD and then check. So one of the steps shown in this video should help you to run this game successfully on your Windows computer. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time, and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.